If you don't know someone, why Lamogo anymore or Imaswan Amowe Zodua. The essence of doing this video today is to apologize for the abominable act that I ignorantly committed. For the last 7 years of my life, I have dedicated it to the service of this land and to the royal court of His Royal Majesty. I have always believed that every Edo man must stand firmly for the protection of our traditional institutions and cultural tenets. I also sincerely do understand that sometimes passion can be misleading and actions can be taken with the purest and of utmost sincerity and becomes abominable. On the 23rd of August was my traditional marriage. It was the best time and best day of my life to further display the rich cultural heritage of my land, the great Benin Kingdom. So on that said day, I felt that displaying of Eben was not abominable, and if I had knew that it is an abomination when you are not a chief or you've not been bestowed or given the right by His Royal Majesty to possess an Eben, it is a capital crime to display it. And it is in the trueness of my heart, believing that I was propagating not for cultural activity, I committed that abominable act. I want to, at this very moment, humbly seek for forgiveness from the Royal Court of the Oba of Benin, from the Benin Traditional Council, and all sons and daughters of Benin Kingdom generally. Itan of Edo, Sedo, Edo Ere. It means that no one truly understands the deepness of what it takes to be an Edo man. That is what I am seeking for forgiveness for. Though I have been a good student of the history of this land, but there's still so much to learn. These old episodes has taught me that I should seek more knowledge, acquire more knowledge, to be better informed, to be a true ambassador of the kingdom, home and abroad. So, Iwonita Merima, His Royal Majesty, Obaiwari II, the Oba of Benin, that I will so my marriage na lao na the pleading I am pleading for I to be forgiven of the misdeeds. I completely take all the blames. It is not in my trueness of personality to go against what the palace has said. Although there are so many things that I would have loved to talk about, but the palace is always right. I know that as a Benin son. I am pleading for I to be forgiven of the misdeeds. I completely take all the blames. It is not in my trueness of personality to go against what the palace has said. Although there are so many things that I would have loved to talk about, but the palace is always right. I know that as a Benin son. I will do all the necessary atonement should in case it is required of me to publicly, because I'm a Benin man. When we cross the line, we must atone for it. I love this land. I love this kingdom. And I love the palace of His Royal Majesty. Protecting the interest of the palace has been my sole duty for the past 7 years. This whole episode will even make that my duty to the palace even stronger and more firm. I know a whole lot of persons who, in course of me defending the kingdom, will want to take advantage of this moment to spite me. I'm a strong-willed human. Situations don't make me, I make situations. I am going to keep fighting and defending the kingdom, just in case you think I'm going to be having a double thought. It is my duty as an Edoma to stand for at all time, either in the place of my convenience or not. My loyalty and servitude to His Royal Majesty as His humble servant can never be questioned. Not because of this wrongdoing that I did out of Amae Wanse Omomoehi na lao inya na negwa mi mion ewobo ni lao de magwaze donise negwa ewi mion ewobo owi egwa he. So I should be forgiven. I plead for leniency. I plead to be forgiven for my wrongdoings. In the spirit of the celebration of His Royal Majesty on the 7th year coronation anniversary, I know that His Royal Majesty is a father to all. He will definitely forgive His son, as I will do everything humanly possible to ensure that this land is protected. It is my duty to the land and to the throne. I don't have much to say anymore, but this has taught me a lot. And God and our ancestors see my purity. I have never used the palace to lie. I have never used the palace to create wealth for myself. I have upheld the very essence of what makes me a Benin man. one mistake should not be used against me. I'm wrong and I plead for leniency. These are what I have come to ask from the Royal Court of the Oba of Benin, the Benin Traditional Council, as well as all the good citizens and the patriot of this land. Yeron Basse, Edoen, Aezodu Wabe. Obedu Yaga Talk Bay. It's